Hello, welcome to a Handpicked Life channel, and I'd like to just talk today about those times when we're really in the unknown and feeling anxious and fearful. This is all naturally part of a cycle that we will all experience, and right now in the world there's lots of talk. Nobody really knows where anything's going. There's talk of recession, of hard times to come. And I know from the conversations that I've been having, there's a sense of trepidation. And I think at this point, it's really important to remember that, first of all, the story isn't written, and also that it's all part of natural cycles in life, that everything's going to shift and change. And when we're in this point of difficulties, it's like that point where the friction is there, the point where you light the match. You need that in order for things to change. And that's not always an easy thing just to know, and our bodies will naturally respond in a way as if our lives are in danger at this point, especially when our livelihoods are threatened. There's talk of food shortages. There's all kinds of drip-fed things that can creep into our daily lives. Yes, it's good to be informed, but it's not good to be inundated constantly and always focusing on what's going to go wrong, or the contraction. Acknowledge the contraction and see it as part of a cycle, and then it's how can we use this energy to go forward. So I'd really like to have a look today about where that is in the cycle, so that place where there's a natural drop, and offer some information and tools and techniques to help to get to that place of still feeling the midline of the body, still feeling the center, and being able to be open, because when we contract, we also contract down ideas, different ways of seeing and doing things, possibilities that are there that we simply cannot see when we go into stress and fear, because everything in your body says, this is all there is. There's one track to this. We just have to keep going this way. And there's no choice. Nature's smart. At the point when you feel like your life's in danger, the last thing you want to do is be, looking at choice and, oh, which way shall I go? It's just like, boom, boom, this is what I do. And we can spend months, even years in that state. And then the more we're in that state, what we see in the world then adds to the fact that this is the way it is. This is the way it is. This is what I'm going to experience now. So I really invite you at this time, if those feelings of anxiety arise, or even that kind of drip fed, not really expecting much from the future, it's looking like doom and gloom, to work with the feeling, address the body, address how your body's feeling, making space in your body. We have a series, Transforming Emotions, that I really invite you to have a look at, and there are somatic practices that really help to open up the body, to get yourself to that feeling of safety and ease and spaciousness, where possibilities are then available to you. I'd also like to leave you with a couple of really simple techniques. For one thing, when we are feeling that tenseness, in order to not put a plaster on a broken leg, it's often really good just to acknowledge that feeling in the body, to go with it, to even enhance it, that feeling of tenseness. Let the tenseness really come so you can release. And doing this lying down, if you're finding in bed you can't quite sleep and your thoughts are going crazy, just that, feel the packness of the thoughts. Tighten up your body, breathe, and as you breathe out, feel the expansion as well. So you're really noticing the difference, and you're inviting that spaciousness into the body. Simply dropping down and focusing on space in the torso, space behind the eyes, space in the limbs. Not only does that allow your body to soften and allow really important systems that boost your immunity, that help you to experience life at deeper levels and to really have the courage to follow your heart. It gives you a chance to reset your nervous system. The other thing to do if you're feeling really jangly is go with the jangle. You know, that feeling that everything doesn't feel quite right and you can't let go. Mimic that. Movement is really good, and as you get into that oscillation, you can release this. Often we try and think our way out, and what that does is then we'll just tighten even more. So go with the feeling in the body and get your mind behind what you're doing by acknowledging and then allowing that to really expand. Feel the change. One last thing I want to leave you with, and these are just really short things, so do check out other videos that go into much deeper levels and explanations. Very simple thing, holding your head. It's a beautiful, easy thing to do. Putting one hand on the front of the head, one hand on the back. We've got our main neurovascular points here that work with the neurological system and the vascular system. We've got fear and panic points here on the back, and just lying down, or if you're sitting, just making sure you're comfortable. Holding your head for 2 minutes is valuable. 20 minutes is amazing. So it's beautiful to do when you're lying in bed. Just breathe. And the beauty of this, you're drawing the blood back to the forebrain, which is the part of the brain that loses the blood when we're under stress, and therefore we lose our ability to be creative, curious, invite new things in. And just breathe deeply. And even if you can't switch off your mind, it really doesn't matter, because you're working somatically to give your body the okay signals. And what you'll find is the longer you hold, the less you'll feel anxious and fearful. You'll get to the point actually that you maybe just can't hold that thought. And then maybe you can go to feeling that expansion in the body, soften the belly, relax the heart, work with your physiology. Because if your body feels relaxed, your mind can move in a different direction. And if your mind's moving in a different direction, it's feeding the body a different signal. So, my name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I specialise in somatic practices. I'm also co-creator of a Handpicked Life. And if you'd like more details of us, then everything's below. But I really wish you well and lots of peace and love and joy and expansion in these times, because we're also at a time of great change. We're at a point of great change, and the more that we hold the vision and really look after ourselves as a collective, we can really create this world that the majority of us want to live in, which is fairer, kinder, healthier and happier. If you'd like to understand a little more about cycles and how important this place of death and decay and change and rebirth is, then please check out our free course on the website, Nature's Rhythms, which will give you an experience of going through the cycle. And this cycle can be used in anything that you do, whether you want to change habits, whether you're moving into a new job, a new relationship, looking at how you plan your day, how you'd plan a meeting. It's a beautiful cycle, and once you're really in the rhythm, you're really in connection with this rhythm of life, the cycles of nature. So all the details are below on our website. Check that out. It's a free course, and keep us posted. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.